Hey everybody, I'm back again with some more audio visuals, and unfortunately I had to take 11 days off training due to a throat infection, so I thought it might be interesting to do a video on coming back to training after having to take a period of time off because of sickness. So let's kick straight on with that. I suppose the first thing to say is that for a number of people watching this, they're probably going, well, what's the big issue? It's only 11 days. So we will take 2 weeks off to go on our summer holidays, so what's the problem with taking 11 days off training? Unfortunately for me, 11 days does happen to be a big problem. I really enjoy training. Training is my hobby, which I know is very sad to say and very sad to admit on film, but there you go, you have it, it's out there. I really enjoy training. So apart from the physical aspects of not training, mentally, I find it tough not to be working out and lifting weights for that period of time. Now, on the second component of it, even though I wasn't in the gym, I can't say that I was resting or recuperating. The throat infection was very bad. Started off in the throat, went down onto the chest. My throat was inflamed, so I couldn't eat properly. It got onto my chest, so I got very congested, so I couldn't breathe properly. I couldn't sleep at night. My throat swelled up, so I was very sick physically for that period of time away from training. So my body wasn't resting, my body was busy trying to fight off the infection and fight off the physical symptoms of the infection. So when the physical symptoms fell back, and physically I felt physically when I returned to normal, as in I wasn't suffering from the symptoms of the infection, I still felt very washed out, very lethargic. I had no energy. It took a real toll on me mentally and physically. So I didn't want to go back training even after the physical symptoms of being sick had gone. I had no motivation. I was very lethargic. The last place in the world I wanted to be was lifting weights in the gym. Fortunately for me, I also have a fear of losing the very small amount of gains I have managed to eke out over time. So fear outstripped my lack of motivation or energy, and I got straight back to training as soon as the physical symptoms of being sick had gone. Now, I did say to myself before I went back on my first day training, I consciously said to myself that I'm going to listen to my body today, and I'm going to listen to my body for the rest of the week. I have a program and percentages and all of that for my bench and squat, and I said to myself, I'm not going to worry about those percentages or the program this week. I'm just going to go in, do my bench and squat, and wherever I end up, so be it. I'm going to listen to my body. So I did my warm-up sets as normal, and to my surprise, I found that strength wise, I was able to lift nearly as much, very close in fact, within a few kilos of what I was lifting in the couple of weeks before I got sick. So strength wise, even though I was away from the gym for a relatively short period of time, it was a period of time where I was fighting an infection. Strength wise, the period of time of away and my bad diet and everything else, my strength levels still weren't affected that much. Energy wise, the amount of volume I was able to handle in my workouts now, that was a different story entirely. I felt very washed out, very lethargic all through the workouts, so I knew the amount of volume I was going to be able to handle was going to be reduced, and that's the way it ended up. I just wasn't able to do as many sets, as many exercises as I would have been able to do in the weeks before I got sick. But that's okay. I was still very surprised that my strength levels had held up so well, so I wasn't bothered about the fact that I wasn't able to do as many exercises or as many sets in the exercises due to the lack of energy. So I listened to my body, and I ended up really enjoying my weeks. Well, I'm still just coming to the end of my week's training. So that's my experience of coming back after a period of being sick. I listened to my body, and I did surprisingly well. So hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of information in this video. If you did enjoy it, please like the video and leave a comment.